Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the game room. This is Michael, and I have yet another review for you. And of course, hello to all of my Instagrammer friends, because this review is going to both channels, both YouTube and my Instagram page. Anyway, this is a very interesting new little title. It's on sale on the PlayStation Store in the UK at the moment. It's called GENSOU SkyDrift. It's another title with the word SkyDrift in it, because my previous review was of SkyDrift Infinity, the plane racing game. This one I'm going to get right into. It's very simple. It's got a very simple plot, which I'm not going to spoil for you, but nevertheless it's got some very interesting gameplay. So for that, we're going to go into free run. Now you've got a variety of different witches that you can choose from, each with different stats, as you can see. Some are more maneuverable than others, some are more powerful, some are quicker, so on and so forth. We'll stick to this one here. Now, you have to choose a secondary witch, because this is the interesting bit. It's not that you ride a broomstick, you ride another witch, and so you can switch between the two of you depending on what style each of you has. Like, say for example, the witch you're riding might be more powerful with spells. So if you need to blast somebody out of the track, you switch to your witch that you're riding upon if her spell power is, let's say, stronger than yours, or vice versa. She might be a little bit more maneuverable on certain tracks, so you can go around corners quicker. Anyway, you have a total of 6 courses, like so. 7. I don't know if you can unlock any others. I haven't actually reached that bit yet, but I suppose it'll be a surprise for both of us. Anyway, there you go. So let's start with the Maori circuit. Now, loading times are very quick. The gameplay is extremely charming, and it's very, it's a very typically Japanese game. And you know, these are among my favorites. I love Japanese games. Now, a particular mention, the music is incredible. So you have to fly through these rings in order to gain speed. I mean, try and go through as many as you can, so you'll get your nice speed boosts. L1 is to switch between witches. R1 is to fire a spell, or to speed up, depending on what spell you've got available. And that's pretty much all it is. There is a storyline. As usual, I'm not going to spoil that one for you in case you decide to invest in the game. It's a very, very simple plot. It's your usual, you know, charming, fantastical Japanese stories. And that's part of the beauty of this game. Graphically, yes, I'll agree with a lot of people on the net, and of course my own views. It's not really demanding on the well, PS5, what I'm running it on, and it is a PS4 game. It's not even demanding for the PS4. It's not PS4 standard. I'd say they're decidedly PS2 style graphics, but they're still bloody brilliant. And I believe that's part of the charm. It's a game that you can play on your PS4 or PS5 and it looks like a PS2 game. But that music is so charming. And the control is it's very responsive, it's very easy to play. And there you have it, pretty much. I'll go into a campaign level. Let's see some gameplay where you're blasting other witches out of the sky. So let's go back. Let's go into campaign, because I've reached a certain point in the campaign. There you go. So I'm going to skip through the text so as not to reveal too much of the story to you. It's really nothing to write home about. It's a very simple and charming little plot. It involves racing, it involves catching up with enemy witches. I always press R2 there. Like with most racing games, you press R2 and you accelerate. In this one you have to press circle. R2 and L2 are to look back. You listen to this bit of music. It's got a combination of Japanese pop and Irish folk. It's very beautiful. Oh, I've been blasted. So now you have to get revenge. Oh, they're all at it, aren't they? This one looks like a speed up, this power up. Now, as far as smoothness is concerned, there are very few little frame dips here and there, which really shouldn't happen, especially on a PS4, in particular on a PS5. But nevertheless, they're there. But they're not game-breaking at all. I mean, the game is pretty fast-paced. You're sort of quite happily zooming along the courses, riding your witch. That doesn't sound too good, does it? Now, in some cases, depending on your witch, you don't even need to touch the brake. And this is one of the more, twistier-turnier tracks. There are alternative routes, alternative pathways you can take to sort of propel you ahead of the pack. And that's up to you to discover them. They're not terribly well hidden. And there you have it. So my verdict. Is this game worth getting? Well, it depends really. I mean, personally, I love these types of games. I love Japanese games. Anything with a very strong Japanese flavour, I'm going to really enjoy. The music, again, is tremendous. It suits the game beautifully. It's a very charming little story. The graphics are actually very good, very charming, but they are PS2 standards. So I warn you, if you're expecting something graphically outstanding that shows off either your PS4 or your PS5, you won't really find it here. But what you will find is very responsive, fun gameplay, a very simple, and I mean very simple plot, and it's a lot of fun. I think if you play through the campaign, it'll last you like a couple of hours. Then there's the multiplayer, where you can join players online. There's always that to increase the longevity of the title. But yeah, I'd say graphics, I'd give it about a 6-7 out of 10, because they're not really up to scratch by today's standards. But really, that doesn't matter. Back in the old days, the days of the 90s and the days of the PlayStation and the Saturn, even earlier than that, the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo, the Master System, whatever, it was never always about visuals. It's mainly about gameplay, and that's the most important thing, and you'll find it in spades here. It's a very good game indeed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and as usual, ciao ciao, and until the next time. And next time we're definitely going to be looking at the Dark Souls walkthrough. See you then.